What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome to my post Premier League here with Billericay Town FC. Sadly I didn't make a save point in January, so we're going to have to update a full season here, which means, a bit more to talk about. Anyway, let's try and go through this quickly then, because like I said, it's going to be a lot more to say. Queen's Park Rangers won the league with Southampton and Hull City going up. Going down was Nottingham Forest, Plymouth Argyle and Blackpool, so we didn't get promoted, we didn't get relegated. Overall, we had a pretty mid-table season, which I'm happy with. I mean, there's something to build on. Plus, the squad has improved drastically. So, yeah, that's things to take upon. Anyway, season summary. City won the Premier League. Things like that. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. But anyway, Abdul Razak, the ex-City player, got highest average rating. Ben Bruce got highest assist. And Jonathan Story picked up top goal scorer for Hull City, helping him get promoted. And I doubt he'll be there any longer, considering the player he is. Overall it was a pretty good season, and I said we were mid-table, so that put us 13th. So I'm not disappointed with that. I'm not particularly happy. I mean, we could have done better, I think, with a bit of better form, because we were really patchy in places. But overall, I'm pretty happy. 15 wins, 18 draws, 16 losses. 13 losses. Sorry, I don't know why I said 16. 63 goals for, 64 against, with a -1 goal difference. Finishing was 63 points. And in this tight division, the playoffs is 72 points, so 9 points, 3 wins, and we could have been in and about there. So I was disappointed overall, very happy. Our past positions will show you the story, how we never really did anything too special. I mean, we were up there, we went down a bit, we had always near mid-table, never really dropped too low, never really went too high either. So, end of the day, average team, but very good. When you think that we just got promoted, and those people who got promoted, who was it? It was Wrexham, who finished 15th, and who else got promoted last season? I don't actually remember. Who else got promoted last season? Crew. So I think Crew were just above us. So I need to go to the division above, don't I? Crew were just below us as well. So overall, all three of us who got promoted were on about us, but we finished highest of that. So I take a bit of personal pride out of that. The fact that we managed to play better than the rest of these lots. But anyway, let's get into the transfers, because we have a lot of actions to do. So a lot of people went in, a lot of people went out. Let's point about the key outs though. Now Neil Everidge went out on a free. Jonas Dytler I already know about. Darren Graydon went out for 10k. Nothing too special. He was a backup player. Anthony Foster. Sorry, I don't know why I said Forest. Anthony Foster went out. He's been off for a long time, but I didn't feel he was going to be able to step up to the Championship, so off he went to Brighton of League One. A couple of youth players were released. People were given away on a free because they weren't good enough. Ronnie Barber was sold for 10k. Nezir Mesic was sold for 210k to Doncaster. Didn't think he was good enough. I mean, considering his season at Doncaster, I don't think he's particularly great either, considering that. But I just felt of all the strikers I had, he was probably the weakest. He was moaning he wasn't getting played, so I let him go out to Doncaster. So that was it for the summer. Coming into January, we let Edison Logan go for 375k. I know you're thinking he had a very good season with us in League One. Why'd I let him go? But his season in the Championship was appalling. 20 appearances, 1 goal. I kept on giving him his chances though. I kept on putting him in the team. I'm thinking, you know what? He can play well. He will play well again. He'll find his form, but he never did. And I thought, you know what? I'll get money for him. He's not going to play it well. I already had different strikers as well coming in who were there, youngsters, who were able to get more goals than he was. So, you know what? I'd rather let him go out. And I got a decent bit of money. I know his value is $1 million, but I still think I was offering him for different amounts, ended up having to lower his asking price and things like that. So £375 is not bad. £375,000, I should say, sorry. We sold Seb Paul for 80k. We loaned out our new keeper. We loaned out a youngster to get some experience to Wrexham in our own division. Matthew Willock went out for 100k, considering he was a rotation winger for this season and last season. I'm very happy with 100k for Shamrock Rovers. Quite surprised I got that amount of money for him, really. Craig Smith went out, a centre-back, never really did anything special for us. Neil Stubbs, who was a right-back for us for a long time now, went to Oxford for 60k. And then we loaned out a player in February. And now, at the end of the season, we're already thinking about next season. So we let Vincent Ali go, someone we just brought in this season. But again, his goal comeback for us wasn't good enough. He didn't score enough, didn't play well enough. So 100k to Chesterfield, I'm very happy with that for one season's worth of player. And we've already loaned out a centre defensive mid, thinking about experience, trying to get him up to his apparent potential, which is a Premier League player of Lechner. He's a new signing. Anyway, so we signed Jackson then after that. Sorry about the little skip. We signed Jackson, a centre-back. This season, didn't feel he was great either. So it's on for 55k. It's not a bad little bring back. And Deacon at Bussy sold for 500k. That's quite a huge amount, $500,000. And he didn't play too great, pretty average, nothing too special this season. So I think that's a really good comeback. And surprising, League 2 side Scunthorpe have that amount of money to spend. Really am surprised. Anyway, this season, so we made 1.5. We didn't actually spend any of it. Just because I don't want to. I don't want to ruin our finances by spending like 2 million on a player that I can pretty sure I can get someone equally as good on a free. So Francisco Arevalo we loaned out. He's a really good future player. So hopefully he can develop into that, but not at the club because I need really good goalkeepers right now, not one in the future. Jackson I already showed you. Stuart Shepherd, centre mid, coming as backup. So he played a few amount of times as well, a few decent times. Again, nothing too special, but quite good as well. Like nothing out of this world crazy. Vincent Alley you already know about. Deegan came in as our new first choice left back. A very good player from Basel. Hopefully I can try and maybe sign him again. I'm not too sure. When does his contract actually expire? Not until a couple of seasons. So maybe I can try and loan him in again. I'm not too sure. But I think I'll probably aim for a more permanent basis left back. Just because I feel it's better for the club to have permanent players. Coman come in as our left mid. First choice, but then coming into the season was rotation with another left mid, sorry. With when I show you him in a second, you'll realise why. Sanchez, centre mid. I'm very happy with this signing as well. According to reports, he is a good Championship player. This is what we needed at the start of the season. Ex-Manchester United as well, trainee, got experience in League One. Did alright, nothing too special, but did decent enough. Ken Clark, we loaned out to Wrexham. I'm sure you already would know about that. Dennis Obrenovic. This is the reason why sort of rotation with Coman is because this guy has got amazing potential. Sorry about that, phone ringing. Got some amazing potential on him. Premiership potential as well. So I sort of had him swapping around with Coman, and again, nothing too great, nothing extraordinary, but with the potential in him like that, hopefully he can develop and we can have him for a few seasons to come. Coming from Partizan, the Serbian team, I think he's probably on loan to tell whatever, yeah, to Zeman, Zeman. But yeah, Partizan coming from. Dustin Hildebrandt, probably our best player I think we signed, and I hope I didn't butcher his name too much. Good Championship player with potential to become a good Premier League player. This is what we really need to sign. Coming from Leverkusen, only ever made one appearance for their second team in the third tier of German football, but stepped up to the Championship very, very well. Probably one of our best players this season, along with a few others, which I'll show you a bit later on. Valued at $1 million as well. Got really good potential ahead of him. Now we're into the January signings of Sergei Ortega, the French player coming from Lyon. Never made an appearance for them. Signed him on a free, and I mean, again, his report, good Premiership player, decent Championship currently. He is our first choice right attacker mid / right mid. So I'm very, very happy with this signing once again. Hopefully we can allow him to develop here at the club, and a good standard of football as well. It will just mean he'll develop better and better and better. Jesper Menzo come in, the Dutch youngster coming from Feyenoord, whatever. Not too bad. Again, only signing for his potential. Worst comes to worst, I'll sell him on for a bit of profit. That's the worst that can come from that. Andrea Bruno, another player I'm very happy with. Good all-round defensive stats there, and his potential is very good right now. Leading Championship player, so hopefully we can have him for a few years to come, and maybe if we get promoted to the Premiership, he can fit in there as well. Coming from Atletico Bilbao, having made 2 appearances for them last season, 15 appearances for us this season. Nothing too great, but hopefully next season he can do a little bit better. Maybe he's just readapting to a new standard of football, new style of football, and new country. Just you have to give him a little bit of time, and still only 22, so has a little bit of time to still develop. Fran, come in, a young striker slash centre attacking mid, but I don't play centre attacking mid, so more of a striker. Nothing too bad. Again, had a nice little return, 3 goals, 4 appearances. Nothing too great, but I didn't give him enough chances. Coming from Sevilla, and quite a good potential on him yet again, which is what I always pretty much sign, people with potential. Wayne Hennessy coming as our backup goalkeeper. Daniel Luce come in, another striker, 6'8", absolute German giant. Plays for the under-21s, age 19. Really good finishing composure already, long shots, heading. What you want in a target man, pretty much. He's already got, and got good potential on him once again. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep him or loan him out next season, though. That is the big debate, because his only current ability is apparently League One, so I'm not sure whether I would give him a few games, maybe rotate him with all Bristol, or just loan him out all in all and see how he does there. That's something I'm yet to decide upon still. Sebastian Basso, another young striker, because I just feel we need a few more strikers in the squad. Come in, didn't really do anything too great again, so still yet to decide whether I want him or I'll loan him out and sell him on the season after. Hiko Lechner, defensive mid, you already know I let him out on loan this season just to see if I can let him grow into his potential. Musua Mbea, signed him this season, and a very good potential on him coming from PSG. Currently very good as well, so I'll probably have him playing a few games this season. And Jack Seville, coming in, ex-Chelsea and Southampton player, played for Barnet for a lot of time, played for Dundee, coming in now just because I lack English players at the side. I know it's really bad to say that, but I do lack English players, just because the foreign regions are just so much better. So yeah, I'll probably have to sign a few more English players just to try and booster up the fact that I have to have the rules of, where is it, 6 players trained in England in a matchday squad. That includes subs and starting 11. So that's the transfers. Staff we brought in, we brought a few staff in as well. Justor, I brought Vidic in as a youth coach, very good tactical coaching. Le Daniel, Jens Lantz, I should say. Lance, I don't even know. I just butchered that. Lance. Holland helped me improve my Dutch knowledge, because I now can scout worldwide. I think it's good that we get some worldwide scouts so we can already know the knowledge about the foreign players. Niall Ashley Jones come in as our fitness coach. Daniel Pudila come in as another scout, very good coach, but I wanted him as that scout and that Czech Republic knowledge. Richard Keogh, I'm not too sure you'd say that, coming as the head of youth development. Matt King coming as our coach, very good coaching stats. And he's actually a ex Northampton coach as well. Surprised I let him go. He's got some very good attacking and defending stats. Very rare to find in a coach, really, that have them two good stats. And he's only 37, so he can develop as a coach. And Jeffron come in as our last scout. Very good scout overall, and he's scouting Spain for some good players, and already has some quite good Spanish knowledge. So that's it. Yeah, let's go into the fixtures. Quickly try and get through these. So I'll only point some key ones. So first game of the season, we beat Millwall 2-0 in the cup. Then we beat Watford in our first ever game in the Championship with Will Brister and Mick Mellor, both of our 2 youngsters that have been here since the Blue Square Bet South days, scoring. So that was really nice to see that. I was very happy when that happened in the 82nd minute. We then drew 0-0 to QPR, eventual winners of the league, so I wasn't too disappointed looking back now. I shouldn't be. We then lost to Coventry. Then this game against Southampton, I feel like we'll probably have to go into this. I got absolutely battered. And the thing is, they're in the same division as me as well. But they missed all of their penalties. We scored all but one of ours, so in the end of the day, we went through only having 1 shot and scoring it. So I was very lucky. Then beat Wigan 4-0 before going on a run of 3 games without a win, losing to Charlton, drawing to Swansea, and losing to West Brom. Then beat Forest Green in the Capital One Cup, putting us through to the 4th round, where sadly we lost to Chelsea. My team I support, Eden Hazard, Danny Welbeck, some of the key players scoring there. But the fact we got 2 goals there at Stamford Bridge, I'm very happy with, and I always like to beat the team I support when I'm like a small team. It's just adds a little bit more satisfaction for me in it. And Joe Allen's playing there. Wow, I didn't realise that. It's quite weird. Anyway, back to the league. Where were we in the league? There, so we then beat Forest Green we then beat Nottingham Forest after the Forest Green game. 3-1. We then beat Middlesbrough 3-2. Then had another poor run of form where we lost, drew, and lost. But bounced back, beating Plymouth 1-0 and beating Hull 2-1. We then drew to Blackpool 1-1, lost to Crewe Alexandra 2-0 and drew to Birmingham 0-0. Then had a run of form which wasn't too great. I mean, we didn't win enough games, but at least we wasn't losing. There's a good run of games without losing, if we include that Birmingham game as well, against the likes of Birmingham, Notts County, Barnsley, Wrexham, Derby, QPR, beating them, so that's very nice to see us beat their eventual league winners. Drawing to Southampton, drawing to Watford, and drawing to Coventry. But then we lost 3 games on the bounce, losing to Wigan, losing to Norwich, who are a Premier League side, so I'm not too disappointed with that. But still would like to get further in the FA Cup than I just did. And losing to Charlton. We then drew to Swansea 1-1, beating West Brom to follow that up 3-1 with Van Brugel really on a nice run of form here. Look at that, scoring in 5 consecutive games, 5 goals as well, so very nice to see that. And the fact we only lost 1 game in that spell of time as well was very nice to see. Shows we had a good bit of form after a really poor bit of form here. Beating West Brom, losing to Middlesbrough, drawing to Forest Green, beating Nottingham Forest. Why did I say Forest Green? I keep on saying that now, sorry. Drawing to Aston Villa, beating Nottingham Forest, and beating Crystal Palace. We also beat Peterborough as well in a nice run of form, and drew to Plymouth, but again, struggled to win for a while, losing to Fulham, drawing against Southampton, losing to Hull, drawing to Blackpool, losing to Derby and Crewe, before drawing to Notts County and Birmingham, before finishing the season up with 2 wins in a row to Barnsley and beating the league winners last year, Wrexham, 3-1. So overall, I'm happy with the season went. It's just runs like this, if they could change into a couple wins and draws, we could be in and about the playoffs next season. So I think that's what we need to do. Now the squad's got experience, the youth players will have grown a bit. And we're now a bigger reputation club as well, so hopefully we can attract better players, and all that stuff comes together. Hopefully we can improve and build upon this season. So our highest appearance players were the likes of Deegan, Ferris, Andreas Pereira, Obranovic, Hilgebrandt, McMellar and Sanchez, all playing over 40 games. McMellar, look at that, still 7.23 average match rating in 40 games, and look at his ability now. Apparently it's dropping. He is 26, his stats aren't great, his report isn't great. If we go to our assistant manager, Richard Howe has got better at judging players' ability. Look at that, his report isn't great, but still if you can average a 7.18 in the league, still over a 7 average match rating, yet to drop below that in all these years, all these different divisions, 5 different divisions. He is an amazing player, and I'm very happy to have him still. Andreas Pereira as well, someone that's developed through the league since we've had him in the League 2 days, so he's come through quite nicely as well. Now, apparently he's reaching the end of the ability he can play up to. And Will Brister as well, getting over 7 rating, I just feel I should point that out. So top goal scorer in the season for us was Mark Van Brugel, closely followed behind by Will Brister, both of them getting above in double figures, but no one else really breaking any goal scoring amazing records. So if we can improve upon that, get our midfielders to score a few more goals, we can maybe get a few more results in. Assists, our top assist was the likes of Obranovic, Hilgebrandt and Mark Van Brugel, with a few other people pitching in as often as they could. Clean sheets, only kept 9 clean sheets this season, with Stuart Ferris. Wayne Hennessy only made 1 appearance without keeping 1. So need to improve upon defensive part of the team, which is still a problem. It's pretty much been a problem most of the season, most of our seasons now. And average match ratings, I think everyone over, I'll say 6.9. I'll be generous, excluding the likes of Taylor Crosdale, who is leaving, Fran, who only made a couple of appearances, and Francisco, who never made appearances for us really, and Basso, because he only made 6 starts. All them players there in blue have been absolutely incredible this season, and it's nice to see people like I say, McMellar, Brister, and Andreas Pereira, people who have stepped up through the divisions time and time again and still performing at a very high and adequate level, which is what we need. So yeah, I think this is pretty much what I can say for the team. I'll probably say my player of this season. Probably McMellar yet again. He's been amazing throughout his whole time here. Tactic we played 4-4-2 all season. Counter, because I wasn't too sure how we played. Team instructions, everything left default, because I normally don't fiddle around with the tactic too much unless I feel it's necessary. Awards that came in. We didn't get player of the season at all. Chris Wood is at West Brom. Has he been there all his career? It's weird how in real life though he's at Leicester. Goal of the month. We didn't get any of that. Did we get manager of the month at all? Did I? I doubt I did. No, I didn't get manager of the month at all. Manager of the year, of course, I'm not going to get that there. Championship player of the year went to Jonathan Storley. We already know. Team of the year. We didn't get anyone in that, which I'm quite surprised with. But like, I don't know. Oh well. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Top goal scorer. We didn't get anywhere near that this season. Our players just weren't scoring as much goals as these guys. Young player of the month, did we get anywhere in that? Nope. Actually, we did. We got Sanchez in there once, but Coventry's Jackson Nanji absolutely smashed that repeatedly. He'll probably end up moving on to a bigger club. And young player of the year probably went to him. Actually, thinking that, yeah, of course he did. So the club financially are doing better than we ever have really. I think the fact that the Championship has games on TV, which we actually didn't have any, surprisingly. Yeah, that was kind of weird, but they have games on TV. Of course, you get more money for finishing the season, things like that. Overall, everything just gets more money, you get higher crowds, things like that. Actually, hasn't checked that yet. Match stats. Salary per annum, we have the lowest still, only 4 million, so it's still nice to see we spend so little and managed to achieve so much. Average attendance is the lowest in the league of 7,000, but considering our stadium is only 8,000, just over 8,000 capacity, that is very good, and I'll show you by capacity. See, look at that, we fill 89% of our stadium, which I think overall contributes to the fact that our finances are in a better position, the fact that we can fill our stadium a little bit more than we've used to be. And I think that's pretty much it. I'll show you my training stars. I don't think I've ever done that really, but I'll show you it now. So everything is over 3.5 stars. A few things are on 4, like Per Mertesaker's training. I could probably do that and get a better fitness training there. Shot stopping in Matt Nemes. Everyone else is a pretty good coach, apart from Nick Stanley, our reserve manager. I'll probably end up trying to get a better reserve manager with better coaching stats. Yeah, otherwise I think that's pretty much it. One major news to come with though is we got taken over by a fans trust, having a failed attempt at the start of the season. It finally happened in November, so hopefully we can get our facilities improved, because they haven't been improved since the start of the game. The only thing that has happened off the field is our stadium was built in 2016. Other major news, Mick Mellor was entered the icon list along with me, and I want to show you the best 11 since the start, because I was meant to do this last episode but I didn't actually do it. So as you see, I'll just quickly flick through. I won't mention everyone, but you'll just see how the squad has developed, how our formation has changed as well, how a couple of people have consistently been in there. You can probably pause it and just see the back four has stayed consistent seeing these 2 seasons. A couple major people like Adam Noble, who are a very big part to play in the squad. You see Mick Mellor is constantly right centre back, apart from in this season where I played him left, but I moved that back swiftly. Andres Piero has been a key part, Jones Stylo, Adam Noble still, and then we switched back to the 4-4-2 with Mick Mellor still there, Will Briston now consistent striker. But overall, here is our best starting 11 with Marco Ranieri, Neil Stubbs, Tommy Lomas, Mick Mellor, Anthony Foster, Curtis Thompson, Andres Piero, Joe Curtis, Will Brister, Jones Stylo, and Adam Noble. I think the sad thing to say is that Will Brister, Andres Piero, Mick Mellor are the only players to still be in this starting 11 and still be in our squad. So, I mean, it shows that we've developed as one. How's Adam Noble actually doing in his career? So he's at Leicester City, who are a Premiership club. So he's progressing well. Well, didn't have a good season, but he's progressing well in his career. If I ever got a choice to re-sign him, I really would. He's now capped for Scotland as well. He is English born, but clearly he's eligible for Scotland, and decided he wants international football sooner rather than later, rather than waiting for England to call him up. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for guys. I will manage to do a January review next season, I promise that. So yeah, until next time, I hope you enjoyed the episode. So yeah, until next time, peace out.